Flying Scotsman coming through! Well, hello there, everyone. I am Scott, better known as Flying Scotsman. Today I am here to mainly talk to the one man who has me as his all-time favorite steam locomotive, Oliver, aka this YouTuber that I've been hearing so much about called Lazerjet. Well, Oliver, I'm here today to bring you a message, but not just any message. This is a special, especially for you. I know that I am your favorite steam locomotive, although you probably do not realize my history. I have had a reputation of being dishonored, denied, refused and all that throughout my years of service, and I know that I am your all-time favorite steam engine. But there are other steam locomotives out there, like NNWJ number 611 and all those American steam engines, as well as my brother Tornado or sister or however you see him or her as. And you do realize that the me today is actually a replica of the real me, because the real me was scrapped around like the 80s or 90s. I can't really remember because it was such a long time ago that I barely remember when exactly I was scrapped. I barely remember. I am now 95 years old, which I am one of the oldest and by far the most famous steam engine in the world. Now I'm now currently doing over 80 miles per hour on the London to Brighton route here on Train Simulator. And anyway, Lazerjet, whether you believe me or not, I have known you ever since you first saw me, and even though I can't really talk in real life, I do have a soul, and I do know you very, very well. And I'm just here to remind you that no matter what, whether you see me or not, or whether you see Tornado or not, both he or she and I know about you very, very well. And I know that you have driven me a lot in Train Simulator, as well as your other favorites like the Union Pacific 844, Daylight, aka Southern Pacific number 4449, as well as the Union Pacific Big Boy. I know all those other engines because I've raced against them before, as well as my old rival Mallard and City of Chiro. But Lazerjet, I'm just here to remind you that I'm not always going to be around, and I'm not always going to be out on the tracks all the time, although my brother or sister, or whatever you call it, Tornado, will be around for quite a while, because he is still one of the newest engines around. He's now over 10 years old, well, getting close to 10 years old. Well, actually, I believe he's already 10 years old, but he's still young, so give him a chance to do some things, like shunting, pulling freight, etc. Just give him a chance. He still needs to learn about the ways of British Railways, of which, if you look behind me, I am pulling 2 tenders, of which this is for you, Lazerjet, since apparently that is the favorite version of me, as well as me in my classic wartime black, of which that's how I was repainted during my rebuild and restoration. And Lazerjet, I just want you to know that even though you don't actually know me all that well, the creator of this video will actually remind you that he knows about me pretty much more than anyone else. Just saying, I'm not trying to criticize him or anything. And he's the one that's doing his accent extremely well in my opinion, because I think he's nailing me perfectly on point, as you Americans would say. So anyway, I just thought I'd come here today to share my thoughts and opinions on Oliver, aka Lazerjet, who is this YouTuber who is slowly growing in popularity, even though he's not really at 50,000 subscribers yet, which I hope he gets there, because honestly, I don't think being a YouTuber is a bad idea, although it is kind of complicated from what I've heard from most of my passengers, even though you probably don't believe me, but I think you all get the idea. So anyway, I just thought I'd be here today to send Lazerjet, aka Oliver, a message from me, the Flying Scotsman. Now anyway, I best be on my way. Flying Scotsman coming through! Flying Scotsman coming through!